Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Alex and I post beauty videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so make sure you're subscribed and you put that notification bell on so you are notified every time that I post. For today's video, people, we finally have a foundation review. I've had this sitting in my drawer for a few weeks now and I have not tested it out yet. Brilliant. So today we're going to be testing out the new Revlon Photo Ready Candid foundation. This is still quite new, to be fair. You're not going to be seeing this for another couple of weeks, I don't think, or another week or so when I'm filming this, so you know it might be old news by then. But anyway, yeah, this is the new Revlon foundation. I loved Revlon's old foundation. Oh my god, what is it called? You know, the glass jar with it. I'll put a photo up on the screen. I used to absolutely love that foundation, but for just some reason I just stopped using it. I don't know. So yeah, I'm very intrigued to know what this foundation's like. I haven't done a foundation review in a very long time. Not for like another brand anyway. I've obviously done the Revolution ones, but I have not done another brand in a very long time, like probably since I first started my channel. So yeah, I'm very excited to test this out today. It is so hot today, you guys. It is literally like 23 degrees. I know in America you do it by Fahrenheit, but we do it by degrees, and it's like 23 degrees, which is really hot. For England anyway, I know not for other countries, but for England it's so boiling today. The sun is shining. I can't see the camera properly. I haven't got my glasses on, so like I can't focus on like what I look like properly, but you know, oh well. So, packaging. This is what the packaging looks like. It's like a beautiful nude sort of colour. Really simple, really basic. And I love squeezy tube foundations with a pump. Love it. It is just such an easy way to get all the foundation out of the bottle. With glass jars, you can't get all the product out of there because you can't squeeze it unless you're like sitting there forever, like shaking it out. But with squeezy tube foundations, you can get every single last drop out of this foundation. So yeah, I'm very much in love with the packaging. You only get 22ml in here, which is a little bit less than the standard. The standard is more like 30ml. So yeah, you get quite a bit less in this than you would like any other foundation, and this is £10. It's like £9.99. So I'm very intrigued to see if this is worth it to pay a tenner for less product. But yeah, let's just jump into the foundation review. Guys, today we're going to do a wear test. I know, when was the last time I did a wear test? So when I put the foundation on, I'm going to keep this on for as long as possible. And I'll check in throughout the day just to let you know if there's any changes, and just to let you know before I put this foundation on, I have a combination skin type, which means in my T-zone I tend to get oily and the rest of my face is pretty much normal. Can be dry sometimes, but at the minute my skin's actually fairly okay. I do get acne, as you can see. Today we're actually having a bit of a good day. It's very much cleared up, way more than it used to be. I am planning on doing a skincare video because I think it's really important to say that it's very normal to have acne prone skin, and I have some tips. I have what cleared my acne up, so that's not going to be for a while yet, but that is coming, don't you worry. Let's shut up rambling now and jump onto the video. To apply the foundation, I think I'm going to do a sponge on one side, and I'm going to take a foundation brush on the other side and see how it performs on either side of my face. And just to let you know, I have moisturised using the Revolution Hydration Boost moisturiser, favourite moisturiser ever. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do a primer because I don't really want to disrupt it too much. I need to know what the formula is like in order to put primer underneath it, do you know what I mean? You do. So I think I'm going to start off with the sponge on my left side, which is your right, and I'm just going to pump this straight on to the sponge. Hello. Oh, it's coming. There we go. Right, I'll start off with 2 pumps. It's got quite a thick consistency. Can you see that? It's like not dripping. It is a little bit, but it is quite thick. Okay. And let's just put this on, shall we? Just make sure my hair's all out of the way. Okay, so this is the foundation on one side. It's, do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Maybelline Dream Satin liquid foundation, just because it's quite, I can't explain it, it's quite a liquidy consistency but not super runny, if you know what I mean. It's not a thick foundation, I think that's what I'm saying. It did come off thick on the sponge, but when you actually apply it, it blends out beautifully, and it's quite liquidy, which helps it blend out properly. The coverage, I'd probably say it's a good medium coverage, just because I can still see a bit of my redness peeking through on this side, but you know, it's very hydrating, which I like, especially for my outer portion of my face, because it can be quite dry. With my nose, it doesn't seem to be sticking to my nose too well, which is a problem of mine with these types of which is a problem of mine with these types of foundations, because they look absolutely beautiful on the outer part of my face. When it comes to my T-zone, it doesn't look so great, so you know, you just got to deal with it. But yeah, that's the sponge side. I really like it with the sponge. It's got a nice sort of glowy finish, not glowy, how do you explain that, like dewy finish, not super dewy, but it's got a nice bit of sheen, if you know what I mean. That rhymed. Okay, so now we have done the sponge side. I'm now going to take a foundation brush. This is just the Jeffree Morphe foundation brush. I have a feeling it's going to look better with the sponge, just because of the consistency. Thicker foundations just typically work better with the brush, I personally find. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually put it on my face first. It's such a hard thing to explain, because it's not a thick foundation, but it looks like it is. Okay, we'll start off with that amount. I'm going to need more, I know I am, but let's just blend this first bit out. Okay, and this side is with the brush. So I do think, because it's a brush, there is slightly more coverage on this side. My blemishes are actually a lot worse on this side than they are this side, so the fact that it can cover it up a little bit more is very good. Oh, you don't want to blend, Alex, into your hairline? Okay. I take back what I said. This actually plies really nice with a brush. I don't have any brush strokes or anything. The only place this foundation is not sticking to is my nose, and that is the case with a lot of foundations like this. It takes like a really thick full coverage foundation to stick to my nose properly, or it could just need a primer, I don't know, but I didn't want to apply a primer today just in case it messed with the formula of the foundation. But I do have a couple of blemishes peeking through, which, you know, is going to happen. I've got oily skin, I've got acne prone skin, so that is going to happen. So that is the initial sort of application. First impressions, I do actually like this. The only thing I worry about is the longevity of it on my skin tone personally. I just can't see this lasting a long time unless I set it properly, which I'm going to try now. I'm going to put some concealer on and powder, and I'm going to see if that helps with the longevity. The thing is with these types of foundations is they are really good for my skin because they're very hydrating. just because of my oily T-zone, it's just not going to last long. I know it isn't. So, but we'll see. So let's apply some let's apply some concealer. I'm going to take, of course, the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, which I don't think I've actually done in a long while in like a video, but I think that's because I haven't done many base videos recently. I've done a lot of eyeshadow palette reviews. So that is the concealer on. That concealer works very well with this foundation. I think because that Conceal and Define is quite hydrating as well, it just sort of melts all in together and looks beautiful. I am now going to set this. The concealer did help the coverage on the nose. The nose looks slightly better. I just have a feeling once I put powder on, it's going to start clinging to dry patches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my under eyes with the Kat Von D powder, the translucent one, and then I'm going to set the rest of my face with the MAC powder, which I've been using non-stop recently. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Kat Von D powder and put that on my nose and my under eye. Let's take that. Okay, so I've now set my makeup in place. It's really surprised me, guys. Like, the loose powder did not cling to dry patches on my nose. The matte powder really worked well to set my face. I am very impressed, first impressions. Let me just come up close and show you what my skin looks like. So this is it all set. Hasn't clung to anything here. All my face is nicely set, and once I put all that powder and concealer on, the coverage is there. It's got very nice coverage now it's all put together. So guys, first impressions, really impressed. I'm now going to go on about my day. I need to now film the Roxy palette video, which you will see way before this video. And then I'll come back to this at different parts of the day to see you how well this lasts. But on terms of first impressions, right as of now, I really like this foundation. So far it's getting a massive thumbs up from me, but we need to see how long it lasts before I can give you my final verdict. So I'm going to go now, and I'll put timestamps on the screen. The time is now 11:14, as you can see. I'm going to try and keep this on for 10 hours or so, just because at work I have a foundation on for 8 hours and then plus an hour before and an hour after sort of thing. So I'm going to try and keep this on for 10 hours. I'm going to try at my hardest, and then I'm going to show you different timestamps. I've already said all this, you know what I mean. I'm going to go now, but I'll see you in the next clip. Okay. Hi guys, so this is just the first check-in after I've finished my makeup. This makeup is the Roxy palettes review, which went up a week ago, a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't watched that, definitely go back and watch it. But basically, I just wanted to check in with you quickly because to see how the makeup has gone on top of the foundation, and just to let you know, it has worked beautifully on top of my makeup. As you can see, my skin looks really, really smooth today. I don't know if that's just the camera playing tricks on me, but I mean, it looks pretty good, right? Like, the foundation is looking really good underneath all this makeup. So just thought I'd check in with you quickly. The time is now, when did I first start filming that? About 11 o'clock. It's now an hour later. It's now 12:14, exactly an hour later now, which is actually a bit weird. But wow, did I film that video for an hour? Jesus. Anyway, stop going off on a ramble. So yeah, just wanted to let you know the foundation is looking good and not oily or anything. It's only been an hour. I didn't expect much change, but I just thought I'd let you know what it looks like with more makeup on. So guys, I just want to check in a few hours after I've done the review. So I'm just looking at my skin now and it still looks fan-dabby-docious. Skin still looks really nice and matte. It's not dewy or anything, it's not sticky, not tacky. Everything's still set in place, which is good, because the last thing I want is a foundation coming off 3 hours after I put it on. So yeah, it's still looking really fine and dandy. I'm so tired. I filmed 4 videos today. You can tell my voice, I'm losing my voice. So yeah, I'm going to try my best to stick to this wear test, but 3 hours later it's looking good.
And we're back, guys, 8 hours later. Alex has had the foundation on now for quite a while. So now obviously you guys want to see how it is. So I'm going to pass you over to Alex.
Thanks. So considering it's been on for 8 hours, it's not actually looking that bad. I did shine the light on my face. It's only really shiny on my chin, and I'm only a little bit oily here under my eyes. My forehead's not really that oily. So to be fair, it's held up pretty well considering I didn't think it'd last that long. So I'm actually really impressed with it, and I'm going to keep using it with like different primers and like setting it with different powders and stuff to see how it holds up. But yeah, I'm actually really impressed with this. This is going to be the last check-in because I'm super tired and I just want to take my makeup off, to be honest. It's really hot today, so yeah, I just want to take my makeup off, but I'm really impressed considering it's been on for 8 hours. I'm going to wear this at work one day and I'll leave how I think about it in the description box, just to see how it lasts for even longer. But for 8 hours, that is pretty good, so I'm really impressed with this. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you think of this foundation, and I'll see you in my next video.